Hey, how's it going today? We are back in Oasis Springs, and today the sun is coming up. We are looking at all the little fishies jumping out of the water, and somebody got a new computer, so you can see how much smoother everything is. So I tell you what, let's meet up in build mode and we will finish up this first little house. I'll see you in a bit. So here we are at the Jung house. And yeah, we're going to be working today on the final 2 rooms. So that is the bathroom and the baby/grandma room. And I have been playtesting this, and yep, everything is working okay. So much so that when we put the bed down, the mother died. I had to go quickly to the desktop and rescue her so that her child did not grow up motherless. That is the chance you take whenever you have, well, I don't know what, see, that's a sign to grandma. We'll have to figure that out. It's actually not supposed to be like that, but yeah, so it does work though. We tested that out. It does work, and it can kill you. So you've got to be careful. Anyway, so yeah, what I've done in the bathroom is originally there were 2 little windows like how this one is. But I think I'm going to take those out ultimately, because when I was placing stuff just to kind of test, we have this skylight in every single room, and really and truly, it just was cutting into the shower stall, the 2 windows. So I just decided just to keep the skylight and take those other 2 out, and it looks just as nice. And then as like the day progresses, you get the really cool looking lighting. So I mean, I think that's fine, and it's more realistic. Also, could you imagine how hot it would get in this like sunny weather? Just maybe these are like the thermal windows. They'd have to be, because it gets so hot here, I'm assuming, in the desert. So yeah. I pulled out some things. Let's go ahead and furnish the bathroom first. And just gonna move objects off for that. But yeah, how are we doing today? How are we feeling? I'm feeling pretty good myself. I've been dealing with, even though I actually recorded Stardew yesterday, and that went pretty okay, but then I had to like do my settings in OBS differently, and then things weren't really working out with the Sims how I wanted them to. So I'm a little frustrated, but that's kind of like to be expected whenever you're starting a new computer and switching everything to that. Luckily, I still have all my saves and all my custom content and stuff that I was able to kind of like keep easily enough. So, you know, it was okay. It's just the growing pains. And to be honest, I am very much a giant baby when it comes to like starting over new things, because I had my last PC, my dinosaur, for 10 years. And it was still going. I mean, it was struggling, but it was still going. Yeah, so it was time to upgrade. But that's kind of like how I am. If I like something and it's working well for me, I'm just like, why change? Why change? Okay, so let me tell you what we've got in here. I'm wanting to have the bidet toilet. Because this is so small, there's really no room for much storage. So I'm going to go ahead and put this little shelf above the toilet for all our little toiletries and lotions and potions and towels and things. And I've also got this little towel rack where you can have a hand towel and your body towels and things like that there. I'm using the Growing Together shower stall because we do have a little baby and we will need to have a shower and a tub. And I'm using the tiny living mirror. I feel like that's gonna have some storage in it, and I don't want just like a flat mirror. I feel like when you're living in a really tiny space like this, you're always going to need some kind of storage, any little square footage you can get or square inch you can get, you know. So that's what we've done there. And I'm going to go ahead and put down this bath mat as well. And I have sized that way down. That is the original size. And that's from Parenthood. Yeah. So, oh, and this sink as well. This pedestal kind of like stays. Is it a pedestal sink now, or I don't know. That sink. I don't know what it would be considered. Anyway, yeah, and I'm gonna keep the darker colors kind of going, the vibe of that going throughout in here too. And I think it'll be fine because, like I said, we have such strong sun from the skylights that it should be fine. And at night, we do have the lighting in here from above. So, and that's in all the rooms, which is kind of nice. So I'm not a huge fan of new builds, but I am a sucker for tiny homes. Back in like, what is it, 2014, 2013, when all that stuff started really popping off, I was like telling my husband, my boyfriend at the time, we're gonna live in a tiny home. We're gonna drop everything. It's gonna be great. And yeah, that didn't happen. And I'm kind of glad it didn't happen, but yeah, I still love them. So I'm not sure. I haven't chosen what kind of flooring that I want to do. But this is some nice stone from City Living. So I want to try that shale tile. And let's kind of see what else we've got here. Because I think I want to keep it stone. I don't think I want to do tile necessarily, unless I can find something nice. Which, I mean, they've got that really dark one, but... And that would fit the vibe. We'll keep an eye on that one. Let's keep an eye on that one. I guess technically this is shale tile too. Let's keep an eye on this one. Maybe we'll kind of put one down, and then let's look at wallpapers. I think that would be kind of nice. Because even though it's dark, it does have that airiness from that skylight. Or it's that one or this one. But I think because all the other wood is kind of warm in the rest of the house, and this is a little bit more... Whoa, I'm holding down shift. This is a little bit more cool. So I think we'll keep the first one. And then if that's the case, I don't like either of the flooring choices. I think there could be, because this is spa day, I believe. I think... Yeah, it's spa day. I think we've got a flooring that matches that or would be somewhat similar to that. So let's take a look here. Yeah, I think it's this one. Oh, well, that's the one I chose. Well, it doesn't really match. Right? Maybe it's the lighting. I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking. I'm not completely sold on that. You know what I think it was? I think it was the lighting. I changed the lighting to morning lighting, and it looks like it fits a bit more. And then that looks like it's so bleached out and you can't really tell what it is. So I do think that's actually fine. I think that'll be good. I think I was just being bamboozled by the lighting. So I think that's okay. I think that flooring is just fine, and it kind of fits with everything else in the bathroom. So that's the bathroom actually done, I believe. I really can't put anything else in here. You can probably guess. It's just so small. So let's go ahead and we'll go into the final room, which is baby/grandma room. In this room, I'm putting this single bed for grandma. I think initially in my mind, I was thinking in the future, it would be nice to have a bunk bed and grandma could have like the lower part. But right now we have a baby, so we have to have this big old clunky crib. So I'm just going to do a single bed for now. And then if you want to upgrade it or whatever as you're playing, you can do what you want. But there's really limited amount of space in here. The next thing I tried was a Murphy bed, which did fit if I put it on this wall. But it wasn't really going, and it was just kind of like very, very cramped with the way that I had the crib in and everything, and plus I have a changing table too. So yeah, which I'll show you in just a bit. But yeah, I'm putting in that crib side by side to the bed here. I just feel like it would be easier in the middle of the night once baby wakes up or something, because I imagine mom was like, oh no, why don't you just take this or whatever. I don't know. I'm sleeping with her husband. That'd be weird. I don't know what I'm talking about here. But my grandma was like, no, I'm going to sleep with the baby. I don't mind, that kind of thing. So I don't know what I'm talking about. That's just me making up stories on the fly. So here's my changing table. And I was actually able to get this in without move objects. So that's good. So that trash can is going to be linked to this, so that when they do change the diapers, it's not just going to go on the floor. Very obnoxious when that happens. And then I have this little tiny living stuff chest of drawers that you can use for changing clothes that I put a television on for grandma as well. I imagine she has to watch her dramas and stuff like that. So we have like 3 TVs in this house because it's mostly because of grandma and grandma's friends. Because I think like her friends, they like to come through and like they watch them on certain days. I mean, I kind of love dramas too, like the Korean dramas. Girl. They are the best. So I also, because I'm a Koreaboo, I love webtoons. And so I read the webtoon when it first came through, Marry My Husband. And then I didn't realize it was a show until it was like halfway done on Amazon Prime. And I loved it. Oh my goodness, it was good. Even with the changes that they made from like the plot, made it even better. I had a great time watching that. Leave a like if you I forgot this soap dispenser. Leave a like if you liked that drama as well, and if you have any drama recommendations, leave them for me as well, because I'm always looking for new ones. Yep, I put the soap dispenser. I forgot to have that in there right above the sink here, so that we have some soap for our hands. And I think that is it. So this is a very simplistic room. I wanted to put something that grandmothers like, so I put this pretty sunflower thing. And plus I feel like she would have it, in this really cute room for her granddaughter. And maybe these are some things that she brought from home that she could kind of still salvage. So I have this rug here, and it just fits. And I might actually, depending upon if it's peeking out. I don't think it is, because there's a foundation. I was going to say size it down slightly with the tool mod. Let me do that, actually. Yeah, I put that with a 0.97, so you can actually see that it's slightly smaller now than it was. So there you go. So it kind of fits in here better. But I wanted to have some kind of a rug to give it more comfiness. I just feel like rugs are always needed, even in the smallest homes. And I put a little bookshelf for little baby as well. And what I really want to do is put out a couple of toys for her. I hate this. I had to, obviously I have a new machine, so I had to reinstall everything. So now it's pretending like I never played this game. So I had to go back through and like click everything to make it like, okay, I've read the whole catalog. I don't have any new objects, that kind of thing. I'm just complaining, I know, but it annoys me a little bit. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and put just a couple of little cutie bobs on here for the baby. It's realistic, little toys and little things like that. Yep, I've got move objects on. I'm gonna put a little bit of a basket with the diapers and things on, and that is floating slightly, so let's put that down. There we go. Now it's not floating anymore, so that is good. And maybe we'll do like another little guy or something, like one of these little toys. Maybe they kind of have these on here because she needs to be distracted like while they're changing her diaper. if you have kids, you know, if you've ever had really, really little ones, you know how sometimes they kind of need that stuff so that they don't like kick you or hit you or whatever while you're or sometimes they just get really upset because they don't want to be put down. Yeah, that happens too. So we've got some little cutie boos up here that she can actually be using too. You don't have to keep them up here, obviously. You can give them to her for her to play with. And I don't really have space for these little guys. That's the only thing, because it's such a tight space. But I think that's going to be good enough, you know. When we're living in such a tiny area, really and truly, you're not going to have much more room for anything else. So the only other thing that I'm thinking I would see would be like a little side table and a lamp if I can fit it in here. So let's see if we can do that. If I do, I'm not sure I'm going to have enough. I'm going to have to play test. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. If I have a darker swatch than that. Ooh, I did not know that looked, wow. I didn't know we had that swatch. That's very interesting. But I am going to see if I have anything that would kind of fit in here. Maybe like this little guy and just kind of poking him in there, because I want to have some kind of like beside the bed lamp for reading and stuff. I always like that in real life, and I feel like that's pretty accurate. Maybe we'll do a cute little flower. And let me put move objects on. Yeah, because I feel like Grandma would really like flowers, and I mean, you know, just like cute little things. And then let's try to find some books. The old go-to, you know, on the side. And let's rearrange that a little bit. Okay, I think that would be good, like that. Change the color of the books. I think I want the darker wood because I think that will match our overall decor once I put in the flooring and wall. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in now. And I am just going to go ahead and carry through the paneling that we've had or that we've been using, and the flooring obviously too, in the right orientation. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And last but not least, I am going to go ahead and use these again, just because they fit so well with everything. Scooting that bed up slightly so that it's not cutting in. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that trick where I've got the little mounts for these. Why won't you go up? Okay, there we go. And on this one too. And I'm gonna pull that up a little bit. Actually, pull that and then pull you up a little bit. Yeah, like that. And put these all the way across as well. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think that is good. It's very simplistic. It's to the point. It's what we need. And I mean, it is a little bedroom nook. Nook. And I mean, I could see a baby and a grandma in here, you know, living together and feeling good. That looks so weird with the gap. I don't know, maybe it's something I did. I don't know if I can fix that or not, but we are all done. So let's go ahead and take a tour of the entire process of what we're dealing with here. I'll see you in a bit. All right, so here we are in tour mode, and you know, pretty much the outside has not changed at all. We still have that big gate, and that goes into our beautiful little green garden area. And that's, you know, the way it is. We've got the little seating area, a little garden table over here. And I haven't had Grandma plant anything yet, but I will have her plant something very soon. And I went ahead and I put a handrail onto that set of stairs. I just feel like it needs it. It's kind of scary without it. I don't know, that was my own personal thing. And then we have this little table with a nice umbrella to keep us warm, or not from being not too warm, to keep us cool, I should say. And there's the other side of everything. And then we go inside and we see a very lovely little kitchen that is very easily used. As you can see, someone's getting some japchae, leftover japchae. And I don't know what he's doing. He's spraying stuff, I guess, maybe the baby high chair. But yeah, I love this little kitchen. The window is so weird. But yeah, I love it. It's dark and moody, so it looks really good at night. But it just something about it. It just gives it like a more contemporary style, as well as being kind of like old fashioned too. I don't know. I like it a lot, and I like the ceilings. I think I need to put the ceilings on in the other rooms too. Yeah, I do. So I'll do that before I put it on the gallery. But yep, that is our little main living area. And then we will head to the bathroom, which we just completed today. And I love the little skylight in here. It's got all the little things that you need. It's carrying in, as I was saying before we were so rudely interrupted. I can't even talk now. I love this little bathroom. I think it's nice and light, but I mean, not light in color, but it just feels clean and airy, and it has that nice skylight like all the rooms do, but it has that nice cozy kind of dark feeling in here too. And yeah, it's got everything you're going to need. So we'll head back out to the main hall and into the big main bedroom / entertainment, like living area room. And as you can see, the bed can go down. They can actually sleep on the bed too. I did test that out, so very good on that. I don't know about the woohoo situation. I'll have to check that out. I haven't really tested that. It's not something I think about often. I need to change ceilings in here too. But yeah. Like, it's definitely usable for sleeping, relaxing, reading, whatever you need on that end on both sides. And there is a television in here as well as like radio, books. It's that tiny living little situation. And we will go to the last room on the other side of the house. Hello, Grandma. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, and I did put the baby's high chair here, and there is a trash can as well in this main living area. And we've got, sleeping stinky baby. This is the last room in here, Grandma / baby room. Very cozy. I love the little corner windows on these. Grandma, please to be... She's excited for the baby. Pleased to be changing that baby. Look how filthy she is. No, Sabrina, how can it happen? Anyway, that is our tour. As I said, I'm going to make sure everything works. I'm going to play test everything. I have play tested most things besides this room and the bathroom, but everything should be working fine by the time it's on the gallery. And I will, of course, be putting in the ceilings with that wood texture as well. So I believe that is it. Oh, the screen tearing. I'm going to have to look at the options on that and see what's going on, because that's not cute. Thank you so much for joining me today. That is the end of the Kang Jung residence on this lot. But next time we're going to be meeting a new family that we're going to be putting in one of these many other units. So yeah, it's going to be kind of cool. I'm kind of excited for that. Get ready. And the only thing that all of these people will be having in common is that they're friends, or like, friendly and trusted people that they wanted to build this community with. Because again, it's not a cult. Is it a cult? It's not a cult. It's screen tearing. No, it's it's just friends that wanted to buy a plot of land and live together. So, is it though? So I thank you so much, like I said, for joining me today and for watching this lovely little house. I love it so much. Someone is sleeping out on the patio. You're going to get a sunburn. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Make good choices, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.